World Premiere. Please welcome narrative designer Chris Avallone.
Chris Avallone in June of 2020 was accused by 3 people of sexual misconduct and harassment. So at the end of the day, this man is gone. Whether he did it or not is not up to me. The truth is, he's the lead narrative designer and he is gone.
Hi, I'm Chris Avallone, and I'm excited to be working with Techland to create the world of Dying Light 2. Today, however, we want to give you a look at one of the impressive new features of Dying Light 2, a technical and narrative advancement for the franchise. Dying Light 2 will be the first in its genre where your choices have genuine consequences in the game itself. From how it looks, how it plays, to the events that occur, everything in the game world can change based on your decisions.
How many times have we heard this statement and been burned, lied to?
The following demo throws a bit more light on this.
Right out of the gate, at E3 2018 during the world premiere with the Xbox One logo on the screen, guys. The truth of the matter is this game has completely changed or been dialed back so far, it is unimaginable that is even close to this on the Xbox One. It is unimaginable that it's even going to be competent enough to run at a smooth 30. I mean, let's get real here. This has changed so drastically that what I'm about to show you is going to be a reflection of the times we are living in. 2021 was terrible. 2022 seems to be just getting worse.
Undertakes a mission for the Peacekeepers, one of the many factions active in the city.
On December 2nd, 2021, Dying to Know Episode 5 showed us just a small singular glimpse at the choice paths you can make, and it looks like there are only 2 paths now. This seems like a complete step backwards.
Let's take a quick look at a platform comparison video put together by a few of the devs.
Techland appears to know what they're doing when it comes to the production, but look at how they've downgraded their trailers. There's red arrows over them. They're inside a screen, a video, a clip inside of a screen. Harder to see. It's got text over it. Look, these people know what they're doing, and they are not doing this without doing it on purpose. Either somebody terrible has taken over and stepped in, or I tell you this, they're trying to hide things from you on the previous generation consoles because they know it's not optimized there, and it's going to have to really chug and run hard as shit to make sure it even goes.
I wonder how it feels.
It feels a whole lot like Cyberpunk 2077, and if that didn't really hit it home for you guys, maybe this will.
And this is just a single decision, one out of hundreds you will have to make. But it allows you to carve out your own world. Each player's game experience will be unique.
And that was just a glimpse of how complex the branching storyline in Cyberpunk 2077 can get. Every decision you make will have consequences. Your choices will shape how the world reacts to you and affect your relationships with those around you.
So let's just get down to those brass tacks. Does Dylan in the details hate Dying Light in Techland? No, I loved Dying Light. I even thought the Call of Juarez was pretty good for what it was. But let's get down to it. They've also made terrible games like Call of Juarez The Cartel. They've changed their team significantly. The creative direction of Dying Light 2 changed so drastically that they changed the title. It used to just be Dying Light 2, now it's Dying Light 2 Stay Human. Probably so they don't look bad when they change a bunch of these choices, particularly these narrative bends that take you down different roads. Forks in the roads lead you in different directions. Everyone's game will be their experience. Only you will experience Dying Light the way that you experience it. That, to me, is one of the biggest fallacies I've ever heard. It's just a distruth. Are you kidding me? Do you know how many people play video games? My main concern for this game is the previous gen gameplay. How it runs on the last gen dictates how things go moving forward, because we're not really into the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series SX generation just yet. We have a little ways to go, and I tell you, I can't wait to see it. But right now, we're seriously not in the next generation. Every time someone brings this up to me, I have to reiterate the facts, because how many games are even out for these consoles? Not too many. Either way, the point of these consoles seems to be running these unoptimized games where on the previous generation they have so much trouble they can't even go. They can't even maintain a frame rate. They can't even have an open world that has, oh my god, actual limitless potential where, you know, you can do the same quest forever, but still there's something in it for you. There's always something in it for you. I seriously doubt it's gonna be that. I bet it's gonna be collecting string. Okay? I bet it's gonna be collecting string! And here's what I'll tell you. That 500 hours bullcrap that they presented to us. I think you're gonna be spending 500 hours collecting string. 80 of those hours might be filled with something of significance, but I think it comes down to a lot less than that. Because if you're talking about substance and spreading it throughout this huge, massive open world project, where your decisions matter, every gamer's gameplay matters to them, and only them, oh my god, every gamer's experience will be unique. I've never heard something so crazy in all my life. I mean, technically every game is kind of our own experience, right? We, the perceiver, judge that which we play, and we play it how we want to play it in our mind, okay? I'm thinking they cut down the choice path to like 2 different factions. Back in the day there may have been 3 to 4 or 5, but now I think it's come down to this. With the way they presented the game years ago with that 28 minutes of footage, oh my god, so in-depth and detailed, and really, I mean, Jesus, that looked next-gen to me. The fact that I heard this was coming to current-gen consoles, the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, all the family within, I can't believe that they would ever achieve what I saw on that screen, where you're in the van, you drive to the castle, you make the decision, and you drain the swamp. You drain the area and zombies start coming out of it. Now, from what I can tell, the same choices are still there, the same game is still there in a way, but they've only shown us one little slice of this game, one little piece, one little chunk, and now if they're telling us that they're worried about spoilers, that's a lie, first and foremost. Spoilers? Are you kidding me? They'll be out before the game is even out. Don't even... You can quote me on that one right there. This game comes out, the spoilers there day one. As someone who wants to see Dying Light succeed and continue to grow for players of generations to come, I gotta say that I am in dire need of Xbox One based gameplay. Now they said it's coming, but I don't care what they say anymore because they do the same thing CD Projekt Red did. They do the same thing. Talk nonstop, show very little, never tell it like it is, kinda keep us out of the loop. Right? We're kind of out of the loop as gamers. With the game's release date less than 20 days away now, I can honestly say this, that this is going to be one of those situations that I am so cautious on, and I am pleading with everyone to be cautious, but I can't force knowledge into your head, so at the end of the day, it's your choice. Do you want to pre-order a potentially broken game with an open world that's just so damn useless and meaningless and empty? It's just gonna be the rooftops now, isn't it? It's just gonna be the rooftops. Oh, but you got gangs in the streets, Dylan. I am done, okay? This game, if it's fine, believe me, I will come back and apologize. But I have put down my chips, and I say it's gonna run like ass on the previous generation consoles, what I call the current generation consoles, because we are still stuck. The way Sony says, oh my god, we're gonna keep releasing games forever. And on the other side, you got Phil Spencer saying, you know, buy the Series S. Which, yeah, it's a great console, but let's get real here. Where's the games? With Stalker 2 delayed now, I don't know where we're going. But there is some crazy news that just happened that I'll talk about in another video. Entirely different. What I can tell you is this right now, that Dying Light 2 Stay Human to me is one of these projects that is so half-baked that they said, oh my god, we already got the roadmap. We already got the roadmap. 5 years of content. 5 years of content, oh boy. And pre-order our product because we have so many skin packs for you. We've got 3 skin packs just for you. And Rosario Dawson, oh my god, another actor that do gamers care about? No, they don't. Keanu Reeves, I mean, he had a little bit more height in there. He had a little bit more zest, a little bit more snap, a little bit more clout. Rosario Dawson is fine. I like her, especially in Trance. Woo-hoo. But let's get down to the brass fucking tacks. Nobody cares enough to buy this game based on a celebrity. But oh my god, look at the skin packs, Dylan. Oh my god, look at the clothes packs. You consume away, partner. Go right ahead and consume. Consume the slop. I've given the reality, I've given the lesson, I've taught the facts, I've told it like it is. I've been indifferent and totally balanced. And people still tell me, Dylan, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. Respect the authority of brass. I always tell like it is. I always keep an even mind. Yeah, I don't like certain things, but that doesn't stop me from telling it like it is, regardless of the situation. I love post-apocalyptic horror. I love first-person shooters where you're actually kind of fucking frightened to die, instead of these games where you're an invincible one-man army. And Dying Light 2 was supposed to be that game. With the allegations against Chris Avellone and whether he did it or not. He's gone. He was the creative lead designer, right? Or he was at least the narrative lead designer. He had a big fucking chunk regardless. And now that the scum is gone, the scum has been wiped away. Let's get real here. Who the fuck's in charge? Who's in charge? I guess you guys haven't been looking. Maybe we'll talk about that next time, but I tell you what, the next time we're going to talk about this game, I either have it in my hands or there is some new news to talk about because I am quite frankly done, okay? I've tried, okay? I try and try to teach the lesson as fair as possible, as open-minded as possible. I'm trying, okay? I'm trying to get us out of this hole that is gaming right now. 2022 is shaping up to be one of the worst, most apocalyptic years when it comes to releasing games, releasing entertainment, because we're all stuck at home. You want us to consume your product? I'm not going to do that unless you provide. Unless you fucking provide, you get nothing. So until next time, guys, I'll tell you this. Buyer beware. If you pre-ordered Dying Light 2, you may want to take a look at gameplay of a streamer like me first, or whoever you choose. I mean, shit, we're all gonna stream it, right? But I'm gonna play it like an actual gamer, not fake gamer like so many of these people in this creative platform. Fake gamers across the board. Everywhere I look, everywhere I turn, so incredibly fucking sad. Get brassed.